Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be using a lot of new makeup products. I'm very excited to show you everything that I have here and get it on my face and show you how it all looks. So before I get started, if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you stick around and hit the subscribe button down below. Click the bell next to that so you get notified of all my future videos, and of course if you like and enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Okay, I'm going to start off with this Anastasia foundation. This is the Impeccable foundation, and this one claims to be a blurring second skin matte foundation with a weightless, moisturising, hydrating, natural, long-lasting, non-drying, vegan, cruelty-free foundation. I have tried this already and I'm actually very impressed with this. I'm going to get it on my face so you can see how this wears. I also have their setting spray which I'll be using as well today. The shade that I have here is 2N. It's a bit of a thicker formula, as you can see when you pump it out. It has a really nice texture to it that just blends out really lovely, and it does have a matte finish to it, but I'm actually really impressed with how lightweight this feels for a matte full coverage foundation. It feels like absolutely nothing on the skin. When I have this on, I feel like I don't even have anything on my face. Like, there's a few times I've had it on and I've been sitting and I've actually like rubbed my face because I thought like I never had any makeup on, and I obviously did. I had a full face on. I was so surprised at how I never feel the foundation on my skin. It's probably the most lightweight matte full coverage foundation that I've ever tried. It has such a unique formula. The shade that I have doesn't actually really match my skin colour obviously, but I'm matching my body really. A lot of foundations nowadays run really yellow, and I feel like even this one, even though it's a neutral one, it's still, as you can see, quite yellow, but I feel like it evens out really well with all the rest of the makeup that I put on, so I'm not too bothered about that. See how full coverage it is. It's covered all like the redness that I had on my cheeks there, and yeah, looking really flawless on the skin. Okay, here's how it's looking on this side. It's covered a lot of the redness and the discoloration that I have on my cheeks. As you can see, like, it is full coverage and it honestly feels like nothing. It's so lightweight. Like, I'm not just saying that, but it's honestly the lightest foundation that I have ever tried. For a full coverage matte foundation, it feels like nothing. Like, you honestly feel like I don't have anything on my skin at all, and like, I'm very impressed by that. It blends so quickly as well, and it feels like hydrating on the skin. Like, for a matte foundation, obviously you're not going to think it's going to be really hydrating, but this one actually feels hydrating because it feels like nothing. You know, the formula is so lightweight. If you're oily skin, then I think you'll really like this foundation, and even if you're just normal combo skin type, I think as well you'll really like this, because I am like on the normal side and it looks good on my skin. But the only thing is, I would say with this, it kind of only looks really good for about 10 hours, I would say. Then you can kind of see a little bit of cakiness going on, but for 10 hours, like, that's good because it is a kind of more glam foundation, I would say. And for like a glam event, obviously you're only going to be there for like less than 10 hours, so it is obviously ideal for that. You can see how fast it blends in as well, like basically no effort needed. This is how it looks, and yeah, I love the coverage that this has. I love the finish of it as well. Now I'm going to conceal my eyes because obviously I've left that area blank. I'm going to use this concealer. It's a colour correcting one from Kosas. It's the shade Magic, and this is great for really brightening the under eyes. Now, you can use this on its own, of course, or you can use it as like a colour corrector and then layer a concealer on top, which is what I'm going to do today because I kind of prefer that. But yeah, first of all, I'm going to show you how this looks on its own. So it comes with this really kind of small doe foot applicator, you can see there. Kind of really scoops up. It's like a pink tone, as you can see there, because pink really cancels out like kind of purple and blue tones, and it helps to brighten everything. So I'm going to put a little bit here. So I'm going to blend this in. You can see how well it brightens the under eyes. So depending on obviously your skin tone, but this can either be a concealer on its own or like a colour corrector, because for me it's quite bright, you know, on my complexion to leave as it is. So I do like to layer a concealer on top, like a different shade, like more of a kind of yellow tone shade on top. So I'm just going to take that right into the inner corners there because they are looking quite dark in there. Yeah, it blends out really nice and quickly. And what I'm going to do is just sweep whatever's left on my brush over my lid area here, but of course I'm going to conceal with another shade in a minute. The formula of this one is quite creamy. Like, if you're familiar with the Kosas concealer, like this one here, well, this colour corrector has the same type of formula and texture. So I'm going to try this concealer on top today. This is just the Luminous Silk from Armani. I haven't actually used this one with the colour corrector yet. Like, I've used the Kosas ones a bunch of times with it, but I want to see how this one goes today because this is actually my favourite one right now. And as you can see with this concealer, the tone of this one like is a little bit on the yellow side, so it kind of makes your under eyes look less pink but still keeps that brightness there. Okay, so this is how it looks with the other shade on top, and I really like this colour corrector because I like how bright it makes my under eye area. Now, it's not something that I would use every day. Like, I don't really feel like I need to conceal that much the darkness every single day, you know, around my eyes, but it's something that I will use more for glam looks. If you have more discoloration or darkness than I do, then definitely check this out because I think it's a great colour corrector. Okay, now I'm going to use the Rare Beauty contour. I absolutely love this. I've been loving this for a couple of months now. I love the formula of this. I love the colour of this. Like, the undertone of this is great. It's the shade Solace. I just love how sculpted my face looks with this one. The formula is very lightweight. It's kind of more of a watery texture, but it just blends lovely into the face. So I'm just going to apply a few dots on like this side of my face first, and I'll blend it in and I'll show you how amazing this looks. So as you can see, it looks very like cool tone and very ashy when you first apply it to your face, but as you'll see when I'm blending it in, like how much it kind of like just, I don't know, like it sort of like diffuses in a sense. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it kind of like melts and blends just lovely into the skin. Look how quickly it just blends in. I find this really easy to use. As you can see how well it just sculpts the face there. Now I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer. I don't have a new bronzer, but I'm going to use my favourite bronzer stick, which is the Too Faced one. And I actually like to use this shade to contour my jawline more than I do the one from Rare Beauty. I don't know, I quite like the tone of this on my jawline more, which is strange because obviously the Rare one is a contour, but I do prefer the Too Faced one for there. I love how this just melts into the skin as well. Like, it's my favourite bronzer stick ever. Sorry, the shade I have is Chocolate Souffle, and I think it's the most beautiful bronzer shade that I think I have. I love how quick and easy this melts into the skin. I think I'm almost finished that stick as well, so I need to get a new one soon because I just love it. I forgot to apply my concealer to my forehead here, so I'm just going to apply a little bit under my chin here as well. Like, I knew there was something not quite right there after I had concealed, but that's what it is. Like, I needed to apply a little bit on my forehead here. So I feel like doing this just makes everything look really nice and like blended together. I like that little kind of brightness just in the centre of the forehead. I'm going to quickly fill in my brows, and then I will set my face with some powder because I really need it for my under eyes there. I'm going to powder my under eyes, and I'm going to just use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I love how doing this just makes your under eyes look absolutely flawless. Taking some on my forehead here as well. I'm going to put on some powder bronzer as well, this one from MAC. It's the Give Me Sun. And then we'll move on to like some other newer products I have. So it's the powder bronzer, so it just kind of like locks in those cream products that we have on underneath. It's my favourite bronzer right now. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, I really do want to kind of like find some more new bronzers this year actually, because bronzer was one of my favourite makeup products ever. Like, I used to love buying bronzers and test them out, and then for the past couple of years I feel like there haven't been that many ones that have came out, or even at least ones that have like, you know, piqued my interest sort of thing. I think the latest one actually was probably the YSL one, which is really nice, but since before that, like, nothing really apart from this one. But this one was like a really old one that like I was influenced by because I thought it looked lovely on a lot of people that I follow. It's not like a new bronzer, but hopefully there'll be some new bronzers that will come out this year that I'll want to buy. I'm not going to be too particular with my eyeshadow today, but I'm going to use this Natasha Denona Mini Eye Sculpt palette. This is a gorgeous little palette. It's kind of like a little staple palette for me. So what I'm going to do is just throw a little bit of these shades into my crease. I'm not going to go too cool tone with the look today, so I'm going to use a middle colour, yeah, and just throw this like into my crease. I have a few little shorts using that palette on my channel, and I love like how every look turns out. Yeah, it's a great little palette. The only thing that's a little bit annoying about it doesn't have a mirror, because I feel like with a little mirror like in this top bit would just be absolutely ideal, because it's like a little travel eyeshadow palette I think, but without that little mirror it's a bit annoying. So I took it into my crease, but I'm also just going to take it right actually all over my lid. Love that shade. It's just a nice little kind of like wash of colour. Just keep it real light and basic, but I'm going to take this little creamy shade here and just apply this just slightly into the inner, like the inner third I would say, of the eye, just to give it a little bit of brightness there. Oh shoot, I've got lashes on, and I wanted to use this Paradise Big Deal mascara from L'Oreal. This one I've been really liking, like for my upper lashes and my lower lashes of course, but today I'm going to have to put it onto my lower lashes because I've forgotten I've applied lashes. But this is the one that I'm using like every day. I just love how kind of like lifted and volumized this gives my lashes. I love a lot of L'Oreal mascaras, especially like from the Paradise range. Like I love the Paradise Original, I love the Paradise Forever Noir one. I also really like the new Panorama one as well, but I think this is the latest one and it's actually really good as well. Each of the new mascaras that came out have all had like little different wands, but I feel like they all do a really good job for my lashes. And I love this one as well for my lower lashes because it doesn't bleed. There's like a lot of mascaras, especially a lot of high-end ones actually, all bleed, like give you those little black dots on your under eye area, but this one doesn't. And also the other Paradise range doesn't either, like the original. And the Panorama one I don't think does either, no, because I've used that a bunch of times and that is fine. I never buy high-end mascaras really because I don't think they're worth it really. I feel like drugstore has the best mascaras. Just applying some highlighter quickly. Okay, I have the new YSL Make Me Blush blushes. Oh my god, I absolutely love these. These are probably the best powder blushes that I've launched in a long time. I think they're absolutely stunning. The colours are amazing. Like the formula is just incredible, and also the packaging is just like exquisite. I have Berry Bang and I have Rose Haze. I think today what I'll do is apply both of them just to show you how they look. So these are like a matte finish blush and they're just so flawless on the cheeks. Like look at this packaging, like how exquisite is that? Like oh, so beautiful. I'm going to use Rose Haze first, which is kind of like a beigey nude, and it's going to apply this to my cheeks here. So depending on how tan you are, this can actually pull a little bit more peachy on the skin, but if you're a little bit paler it'll probably look a little bit more kind of beigey nude, with a little kind of rosy hint. I've got some of the Berry Bang left on that brush which could be affecting the shade of this, so I'm just going to use a different brush. But as you can see, like even though it's kind of like this beigey, in fact I would say it's a strange one. It's not, it's like rosy. It is like a rosy beige colour. As you can see, it pulls rosier on my cheeks and I love it. Like even though it looks like peachy there with a little hint of rose, like it really does pull warmer on the cheeks. Like as you can see, this side's turned more pink because I had some of Berry Bang left on my brush here, which has affected that. So like if you look at this side here, it's more like beigey rosy, whereas this side is more like a pinky like berry colour. I'm just going to apply a little bit of Berry Bang just to even out this side because the other side is more berry looking. Like these are my go-to blushes right now, like every day for this one, and this one I love when I'm wanting that extra pop, and this is going to be great for summer. Like it's absolutely gorgeous shade. I have MAC Oak on my lips to outline, and then I'm going to go in with this new lipstick from Fenty Beauty. This is their Gloss Bomb Sticks in the shimmer finish. So this is the shade Fussy, which looks like that. I really like the formula of this. It's like so juicy and moisturising and like hydrating on the lips, but it doesn't feel like sticky or tacky for a gloss. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury because that oak's not really the greatest shade for outlining this lip shade. It's a very kind of like hydrating, juicy, like nice formula, you know, it's not sticky, it's not tacky. and you don't feel the gritty bits from the kind of shimmer bits in it. So I really like the formula of this. I'm just going to set my face with the Anastasia setting spray. Love the packaging for this, it's so luxe looking. This basically has similar claims to the foundation. It says it's a blurring, soft matte, skin-light, weightless, mattifying, long-lasting, non-drying, refreshing, non-settling, translucent, vegan and cruelty-free setting spray. And I actually really like this because it's a setting spray that it doesn't actually like change the look of your makeup too much. Like, it sort of just like locks everything in place the way it is, but just adding a little bit more hydration. And I also love the scent of it, it's very fresh. Okay, so this is the completed look, and I love how everything looks on my face. Like, everything that I've used here I'm actually really impressed with. I've been using the things over the past few weeks and I'm really enjoying them, and I love how this look has turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the new makeup that I have here, and everything that I've used I will link down below in the description box for you. So if you're interested in anything, then please shop with my link because it really helps me out. And yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll speak to you all very soon in my next video. Bye.